how to ensure your course success, navigating the launch process. Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths, and I firmly believe that everybody can have a successful course launch. But, and it's a big but, you need to make sure before you've even made the course that there is an appetite, there's a hunger, there's a need for your course. So before you actually get into the messy, dirty work of creating the course, really test out, is there a market for this? And that might mean talking to people. It might be having ideal client calls just to, talk to them, find out what people need. It may be you're asking in Facebook groups, or you're looking on Amazon. If you look at Amazon reviews of popular books that are kind of in your industry to see, is there a need for this? What pain points are people having? And are you solving this pain point? Because it may be that the idea is right, but you're just not quite talking in the language that your audience needs to hear. And it may be that you are just slightly just off, like you want to try and be like straight there, and instead you're kind of over here. So bring it back so you're bang on the center. And that means doing your research beforehand. So once you've done the research piece, then you obviously create your course. And if you want help with that, then check out my course creation program below called the Membership Course Academy to help you build a course or a membership. Now, so you build your course, then it's about selling. And this program also helps you do that, but I'm going to talk through some process behind it. So you've started working on it, you've got it ready. Now it's about, you want to create two ways of selling it. So you want to ensure that you are having a launch so that you're selling it in a big, wahoo, come get this. And then you also want consistent sales. It is all too often that I see people they do a big splat, they launch, ta-da, and then they disappear. And the course goes dusty on the digital shelf, never to be sold again. So how do you consistently sell? How do you show up, sell, and keep selling? Well, it's really important to make sure that you have, you are consistently creating content so you stay front and center of mind. You also want to think, right, I'm going to do my launch. Now, I talk a lot about failed launches in other videos, and check out those videos because I seriously talk about a lot about it. But you can make it easy. So rather than trying to do everything, rather than thinking, oh, I'm gonna, so often I see these kind of big online gurus and they're like, oh, do this big launch and have your team. And when you're first starting out, you're not gonna have a team. It's gonna be you, okay? So make it simple, because you want to do it so that you complete the process, so that you launch the product, you sell it, and then a few months later, you do the same thing again. If it completely exhausts you and burns you out, and you don't sell again for another year, then that's not really a great product, because you're not, that's not worked as a launch because you're so burnt out. And I had a time where I was doing this big Facebook Live challenge and getting people into this Facebook group, and it was a pop-up group, and we had spent thousands on Facebook ads and had thousands of people in there. But it didn't fit with schooling, it didn't fit with my son, he's autistic, and it was like such a big drama, and it put such a strain on like my relationship with my now ex-husband, and it was awful. I hated the experience. And I had a business coach who was trying to make me launch every 6 weeks. And so it was revolting. And I just cannot strongly say to you, please don't do that, okay? Because yes, you're gonna sell, but you're gonna burn yourself out in the process, and it's not sustainable. So you want to really simplify the process. So, okay, maybe the numbers aren't going to be such razzle-dazzle numbers, but if you do that where it's like this, you do it once, it means that you can come back and do it again in a few months' time and a few months' time. And it means you can consistently create income rather than a massive, you don't want to be this firework that just goes off and flash and bang and it's gone. You want to be consistently glowing like a candle, where you keep burning. You're this evergreen candle, if you can be. But you get where I'm going with that analogy, even though it's a bad analogy. So make it simple. So that means, having a process, and check out my easy launch plan, because make it easy, make it as simple as possible to launch. Because if it's an easy launch, it means you're going to repeat it. And what I want you to do is make it easy so that in 3 months time or 6 months time, you come back and you can do the process again and again the next year. And it means that you don't get burned out. And in between your launches, you can run products as evergreen. So for example, it may be that you have some kind of opt-in or freebie. And we talk about this in the plan as well, that you can basically create an opt-in. So for example, I'm saying to you, check out my easy launch plan. And you will join my email list. And then on the back, I will be sending you emails. I'll be sending you emails about videos that I create. Yes, I might sell to you too. Shock horror. I'm a salesperson. I'm a business owner. I need to make money. But it means that you do a little bit of that, and then you're consistently warming people up. Maybe you're making videos or Instagram reels or whatever it may be, but you're sending little emails and stories consistently, drip, drip, drip. And then it means then you can, in a few months time, you're going to sell to them again. And you do that consistently. And in that process, it means that you're building a relationship with that person and you're selling to them, rather than it being this like intense thing and then you don't do anything for a year. So it's like, actually, it's just simpler. It means that it works. And I cannot stress this enough. Make it easy. Because when it's easy, it's so much more manageable for your family. You created an online business for you to have more flexibility in your life, for you to have that flexibility around your family, for you to be able to travel and have fun and more freedom. But if you're creating something where it's just this monster, then that's not any fun. I'm really sorry about the crazy wind. There's a storm outside. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, I have loads of videos about launching and about creating courses, so please stick around and press subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye bye.